So, doing all right?
What else do you want? I didn't steal anything else, honest, man.
Hey, you! Hey, you! Teach me how to sneak around.
All right, so first, you have to make sure that you shift your weight properly. To achieve that, bend your knees and always put your foot down heel first. Make sure that you always keep your weight on the foot you're standing on until you've got your other foot securely placed. Most creatures you can't sneak up on unless they're sleeping. The beasts just smell you. So always pay close attention when you're out there.
Let's go hunting.
All right, follow me. Outside the south gate is a wood where we should find more than enough critters. Probably more than we'd like.
Hear ye, inhabitants of Corinthus. By the explicit order of the Honorable Lord Hagen, the following decree is hereby enacted. The security measures and protection.
He can't keep anything to himself.
And Enos, in his wisdom, did so.
Nobody ever asks for my opinion. That's really not my problem. So why won't they listen to me? Do you really believe that?
Nothing there. Nothing there.
So, what do you think? Should we go farther into the woods or not?
Let's go on.
All right. Let's hope this works out. That's it, I'm going back to the city. It's just too dangerous out here for me, even with 2 of us. So, see ya. You can sell the skins to Bosper.
Put away that weapon.
Smart kid.
Nothing there. I've heard that someone stole from you.
Who told you that? Probably Bartok, huh? Didn't he have anything better to tell you? Oh, well. Let me tell you, if I get hold of this bastard, he can say his prayers. I left the shop for only a moment. When I came back, I could only just see him leave, with my bow on his shoulder. I called the guards right away, but the lowlife ran towards the harbor, and they lost him there. I lit a bonfire under their asses then, and they searched the entire harbor district, but they didn't find a thing. Those bumbling lackeys. I bet my bow is still in town somewhere. I informed the guards on both city gates, and they haven't seen anyone leave with my bow. When I get my hands on that bastard...
Will I get your approval to sign up with a different master?
All right, you shall have my approval, but on one condition. Work for me, at least for a short time. That way, you can find out for yourself whether you like my craft or not. And who knows, maybe you'll end up liking it, and you'll stay with me. If you're good enough to sign on with me, you're also good enough for all others here.
About the wolfskins. I've got them, here.
Great! I knew you would be suitable for this job. Here's the pay I promised you. And what do you think? Isn't this better work than banging away at swords all day, or filling little bottles in a dusty chamber?
Will I get your approval to sign up with a different master?
I had hoped you would choose me, but if that's the way you want it...
Does that mean you'll vote for me?
If none of the other masters objects, yes, but you would certainly have made a good hunter.
About the plants,
If you cannot handle that by yourself, you won't be any good as an alchemist either.
I've got all the plants I was supposed to bring you.
What? You're pulling my leg, right? By Adonos. It's all there, all right. Who knows? Maybe someday you could make a decent alchemist after all.
I want to sign up with one of the other masters.
You have come to ask my approval? As far as I'm concerned, you can sign up with whoever you like.
Someone's got to
Show me your way.
I don't believe this is gonna change. Get away with that.
Really, how interesting.
It's been known a long
Don't tell this to anyone.
time. That's the first I've heard of it.
I couldn't get away with that.
But that's terrible.
That's not what I heard.
So why won't they listen to
Get
me?
away with that.
And he works all day too.
You didn't get that from me.
What's the matter?
Can you
You're paid Grittus. However, I cannot do it for free. I still have a mountain of debts, and I need the money.
How much do you charge?
200 gold pieces.
Maybe later.
That's no secret.
Is it really true?
You didn't get that from me.
Get away with that.
That's what I always said.
That was obvious all along.
Where did you pick that up
Tell me
then?
that isn't true.
Who says things like that?
That's not what I heard.
That was quite obvious.
I don't believe that.
Is it really true?
Don't tell this to anyone. He better shut up. And he works all day too. Who says things like that? Really? How interesting. Someone's going to...
Hey, you! I want to join the Ring of Water.
That's fine with me. But the decision about whether you will be accepted or not lies with the water mages alone.
What did you do to impress the water mages?
I protected them for a long time when we were still living with the barrier. And they have plenty of reason to be grateful to me.
What's it like to belong to the Ring?
We are very different from the usual communities you can join here in Corinus. Once you're one of us, we're not going to ask anything of you that you are not ready to do. The only thing we truly require of you is to keep quiet. We work in secret and do not want to let outsiders know who our members are.
I can't take care of everything for everybody.
We shall keep an eye on you. Everything else remains to be seen.
Bad times. I don't believe you.
I see. What exactly do you do here at the harbor?
I'm doing what we all do. I fulfill the tasks the water mages give me.
He'd better shut
Some of the missing people were fishermen. They disappeared along with their boats. That's why I'm standing here, watching the harbor. Maybe something will happen yet, but you could help me. Listen, I shall give you my aquamarine ring. It signifies that the bearer belongs to the ring of water. If you wear my ring, the rest of us will know that you're acting on my behalf. Get someone to take over my duties so that I can take the ornament back. One of us is always keeping an eye on the marketplace, but I don't know whose turn it is. You had better go talk to all those standing around me. Once the right man sees my aquamarine ring on you, he will let you know. Tell him to see to it that somebody else takes over here at the harbor.
He'd better shut up. If I hadn't seen it with my own eyes,
Enough trouble as it is.
these are
I wouldn't have done
I'm not touching that.
I think this piece of paper belongs to you.
that. You don't have to ask me that.
What? Let me see. You mustn't believe everything you hear. Okay. Let's stay calm about this. Listen, I have resold the goods I got from the bandits. But there's no reason to take this straight to the militia, right? I'm sure we can come to an understanding, can't we? It can't go on like this forever.
Nobody wants to know. Who said that?
Make me an offer then.
All right, I'll tell you something. I can sell you more than just fish. If you hand me this ridiculous piece of paper and forget about the matter, you and I can become the best of trading partners.
I have my own opinion about that.
Oh, really? What kind of goods would those be?
You already know what I think.
Well, I could offer you quite special fish. You see, not just plain ones for eating.
You mean like the one that contained your hidden message?
You've got it. I have several of those fish.
He should have known.
All right, it's a deal. I think we can keep this little matter between ourselves.
Thank you. Just drop in next time you happen to be in the vicinity. I'm bound to have some interesting things for you.
That's totally obvious.
Show me your fish.
Nobody ever asked for my opinion.
It's better to watch out who you tell what.
I hardly know what to believe anymore.
Do you really think?
Don't say you didn't know that.
There've been all kinds of rumors.
That's the first I've heard of it.
It was just like you said.
Do you really think?
He really didn't deserve that.
So why won't they listen to me?
I couldn't care less. all along. I used to say that myself. Nobody wants to know.
About...
Show me what you have.
I found this rapier with the bandits. The letter F is carved on the pommel.
And what else?
That's all.
That isn't enough. That could be almost anyone in the upper quarter. It looks as though you'll have to follow the trail of the bandits and the weapons delivery farther until we find out who's behind it.
Nobody wants to know. You can't rely.
What do you have to offer?
Then pay attention.
Things I could talk
It was just like you said. I don't believe this is going to change. It can't go on like this forever.
Hey. You're a fisherman?
Now, how did you ever guess that? Can't you simply leave me alone? Don't take it personally, but I haven't been too happy lately. It's that militia.
Trouble with the militia?
Those bastards keep coming here and taking whatever they want. Last week, they made off with my entire catch. It's for a good cause, they said. I know that everybody's got to fend for himself since the farmers have stopped trading. And of course, sometimes people just go hungry. Small wonder that they're snatching the fish from right under my nose. But if they keep doing this, I won't even have enough to feed myself.
Will you talk to the paladins about this?
Are you joking? Do you really think they'd be interested if a poor devil like me has his problems with the militia?
Maybe I can help you.
I don't know. I suppose you'd have to know somebody from the militia who has connections to the paladins. The paladins will hardly buy the fish from me.
I shall see what I can do. Can you tell me something about the missing people?
My friend William started hanging out with a bunch of shady characters. And where did it get him? One day he simply didn't show up for work. And that's the last we saw of him.
Your buddy William has disappeared?
So he has. He's a fisherman, but a little too big for his boots, I should add. He should have stayed well away from that bunch.
When did you last see him?
Only a few days ago.
Maybe he just went out to sea to fish.
That's not very likely. His boat is still moored in the harbor.
What's he been up to?
William had some shady dealings with those crooks. I think it was all about contraband that he sold to the bastards.
What bastards would those be?
I don't know who they are or what their business is here in Corinus. I only know the place where they met up with William. I just happened to see William there when I was fishing in the bay.
Where exactly is that meeting place?
There's a bay opposite the harbor, north of here. You can only reach it by boat or swim. There's a beach there and a small fishing camp. That's where I saw them.
I think I've heard enough.
Spare yourself the effort. I don't believe you'll find him.
Hey, you! Farum the fisherman has problems with the militia. The boys are constantly stealing from him.
And what do I have to do with it?
You have a certain amount of influence up here with the paladins. Farum needs your protection. He's willing to give you a part of his catch for it.
I see what you mean. Fish. As if I didn't have enough crap to deal with. Tell your pal he should come to me and tell me exactly what's up with the militia. I'll take care of it.
Hey, you! I know how to resolve your trouble with the militia.
And how would that be?
Martin, the provisions master of the Paladins, wants to hear your story about the militia and the fish.
And you think he can make the militia leave me alone?
At least that's what he said.
Great, thank you. I cannot give you much, but wait. I found this strange blue stone on one of the islands off the coast of Corinus. I don't think it's worth a whole lot, but someone like you will certainly find a use for it.
So, how are the fish biting?
I've seen better times. Too little to live on, too much to die.
Didn't get that from me.
You can't rely on it.
We can only wait and see.
Nothing's ever gonna change that.
That's terrible.
I don't believe this is gonna change.
That'll only cause more trouble.
I'll never get this open without the right key.
Do you really think? You don't have to answer me that.
Talk to Bromar if you want to have some fun. Hey, I can take care of you now, baby. Talk to Bromar if you want to have some fun.
I just want to ask you a few questions about those missing people.
I could tell you a thing or two, but not here, honey.
Then let's go upstairs.
Fine, but you get it settled with Bromar first. I don't want any trouble.
It can't go on like this forever.
Hey,
Works all day, too.
are you the...
I am Bromo, this is my house, and these are my girls. I like my girls.
That's terrible.
And if you like my girls too, then you'll pay for it, 50 gold pieces. And don't get the idea of making trouble here.
Are all your girls accounted for?
Of course they are. Or do you think I want to go to jail over something like that?
I wasn't asking about your payroll. I mean, are they all present? Or have any gone missing?
Oh yeah. Actually, one of my girls has up and left. Her name's Lucia. I reported it to the militia too, but they claim they haven't found a trace of her yet.
How long has Lucia been missing?
Several days. I don't know exactly how long. I assume she ran off with one of her suitors, eh? That bitch made off with part of my savings, a really valuable golden dish, eh? If I get hold of her, I'll give her what for. So how is that any business of yours, huh? Do you want to have fun or not?
I want to have some fun.
Fine. You're not likely to forget the next few hours of your life anytime soon. Go upstairs with Nadja then. Have fun.
Let's go upstairs.
Today's your lucky day, baby. Let's go.
Hey! Hey, you!
The next couple of hours belong to us. It's time for you to relax, lie back, and enjoy. Come back to me the next.
Who says things like that? He simply talks too much. That's not what I heard. I won't tell her anything from now on. Someone's got to do the work.
And it's gonna get even worse.
Really? How interesting. These are bad times.
That's enough.
Don't say. Everybody is going to works on it, too.
Wait a minute. I need it. Give me something to drink.
I won't tell her a thing about love. That's not what my husband thinks. I think you're going to change everything.
What are you doing here?
This is my home. But if you mean, what do I do all day? I arrange fights.
You arrange fights?
Every day, from noon until evening. And right here, behind the warehouse in the Harbor District. Home sweet home.
What are the rules for the fight?
Quite simple. All regular weapons are allowed, no bows or crossbows, and no magic. We fight until one of us drops. And as soon as one of us is flat on his back, it's over. Got it? Whoever leaves the ring is out. So if you quit, I win. The stake is 50 gold coins. If you win, you get 100 back. If not, well, then your money is down the drain. Got it?
Yep. You live behind the warehouse?
It's only temporary. When you have as much gold as I do, you can afford a little luxury. I was a drill instructor in the army, but I left that bunch to seek my fortune in adventure. Now I've wound up in this shithole. My last 100 gold pieces went to the guards at the city gate, so I'm seeing to it that I come into money again. I even had to sell my sword.
To whom did you sell the sword?
I swapped it with a trader in the marketplace for some stuff. The guy's called Jorah. The torches and the bit of meat that he gave me are long used up.
He isn't likely to give me the sword for nothing.
It's an old sword. He won't want much for it. Just think of the money as an extra stake for the fight.
What do you know about the war against the orcs?
There's not much to tell. The war's been going on for too long. The country people are starving. Everywhere there are peasant revolts that are put down mercilessly by the king. But there's just too many of them. If the war doesn't end soon, the realm will fall apart.
Can you train me?
If you really want to learn how to fight, then go up against me. The lesson is no extra charge.
Hear ye, inhabitants of Corinus. By the explicit order of the Honorable Lord Hagen, the following decree is hereby enacted. From this moment onward, Lord
I'll never get this open without the right key. I'll never get this open without the right key. I'll never get this open without the right key.
What do you want? Smart kid.
What are you cooking there?
Oh, fish soup. It's not all that tasty, but at least it's hot. You can try a plateful, if you like.
Could you cook me some soup?
I cook for everybody. For you too, if you want. All you need to do is bring me a fish.
Could you cook me some soup?
Nothing could be simpler. Here, have a plate.
Could you cook me some soup?
No, not today. Come back tomorrow. What do you want here? Go!
See? That wasn't so hard.
That's not what I heard.
That's an open secret.
That's terrible. He'd better shut.
Hey, you!
What led you into this poor area? What are you looking for here?
I'm just looking around a bit.
Ha! Then you better not be caught looking around. It would seem that we have a few thieves in the city who would steal stuff from the rich people. The city guard recently turned the harbor district upside down, but they didn't find anything.
Can you teach me anything?
I'm forging a few fittings and nails and repairing iron parts.
I'll think about it. What do you know about the thieves?
Nothing, but all the citizens are scared and have become distrustful, particularly towards strangers. Don't get caught in strange houses. No one takes kindly to that. Yeah, you gotta protect yourself against thieves. A sturdy cudgel works best.
Show me your wares.
Smart kid.
Ah, you've come just in time. I'm in need of an assistant for a magic experiment. I'm sure you're eager to do me a favor for science's sake.
Easy, my friend. First tell me what this is all about.
I have developed a new spell, a spell of oblivion. I've already successfully carried out a few practical applications, but I don't have time to conduct one final test.
What's in it for me if I help you?
I could teach you how to brew potions. I know the recipes for healing and mana essences, and for potions of great speed.
Tell me more about the experiment and the spell.
The spell serves to make somebody forget various events. So far, I have only found it to work when the person in question is angry, for instance. If he has been knocked down or robbed, even if he has only witnessed such a deed, he will scratch it from his memory.
So I'm supposed to knock somebody down and then put a spell on him?
Yes, I think you get the point. But to make somebody angry, it is enough to attack him. You don't have to knock him down. So you should pick somebody who's by himself. If there are other people around, you'll just get into trouble with Lord Andre. Also, it makes no sense to cast the spell on someone who's busy attacking you. Wait for the right moment.
All right, I'll try out that spell.
Then take this spell scroll and find yourself a suitable guinea pig. Once you're done, come back and tell me how it went.
place order and chaos were equal, and
About those...
Yes?
Let me tell you what I know.
What have you found out?
Nothing important so far. Where should I start looking for them?
Most of those people disappeared down...
About this weapons dealer. How much do you know about the weapons dealer?
Ask Martin, the provisions master of the Paladins, about this. He should be able to tell you more. He has been tasked with unmasking the weapons dealer. You can find Martin in the Harbor District. If you see a heap of crates, provision, and Paladins...
That's what I've always said. And it's going to get even worse. I can't take care of everything for everybody. That's not fair.
Hey, you!
I don't talk to thieves. And now go away!
That's what I've always said. I don't tell her a thing for that.
Hey, you!
Ah, there you are again.
He'd better shut up.
How's business?
When the Paladins came, I first thought that it was a good business opportunity, but they let Herod make their weapons, and neither Hakon nor I make even one gold piece off them. Moreover, the farmers no longer supply us with food, and all the prices have gone up.
Who says things like that? I can't take care
What's the problem with the farmers?
They refuse to deliver their goods. Now that the ships no longer come in, the city depends entirely on the supplies provided by the farmers, of course. And NotR, the largest farmer, has hired mercenaries to protect his farm from the city guards. Otherwise, they'd simply snatch the goods for themselves. But the mercenaries don't just guard NotR's farm. They come as far as the small farms outside of town to intimidate the farmers. I saw them as I was passing Akil's farm. I wouldn't like to be in his shoes now.
if I hadn't seen it with my own eyes.
Where will I find Akil's farm?
If you go out of the east gate here and follow the road to the right, you'll come to a stairway. It leads up to Akil's farm, but I wouldn't go there now. The mercenaries are certainly still there.
That's what I've always said. He had better shut up.
Canthar was trying to trick you and to get your booth for himself, but I've turned him over to the city guard.
Then you've made an enemy of a dangerous man. I've known the bastard for a long time, and he's always wanted my place for himself. Take this weapon as a token of my gratitude.
Show me your wares.
Everybody knows by now. Now that's typical, isn't it? Don't tell this to anyone. I can't take care of everything for everybody. Someone's gonna do that. He'd better shut up. That's what I've always said. You don't say.
Show me.
Really? How interesting. Now that's typical, isn't it? Everybody knows by now. I can't take care of everything for everybody. Really? How interesting. I can't take care of everything for everybody. He simply talks too much. Everybody
better shut up.
That's not what I heard.
I don't believe that.
That's typical, isn't it? And he works all day, too.
This to anyone. These are bad
You don't
times.
say. That's not what my husband thinks.
And he works
Who
all
says
day
things
too.
like that? Someone's got to do the
That's
work.
not what my husband thinks. Who says things
That's
like
not
that?
what my husband thinks. Honestly, I witnessed it myself.
Don't say. Go away. Don't tell me that.
How interesting. Now that's typical.
And he works all day too. Don't tell this to anyone.
Shut up. He simply talks
Take
too
care of
much.
everything for everybody. Who says things like that?
Smart kid. Really? How interesting.
It's going to get even worse. Go away. Don't
He
tell me
had
that.
better shut up. I don't believe that.
Now that's
Alric's.
typical, isn't it?
Do you mean that ragged fellow who traded his weapon to me for a few torches and chunks of meat?
That's him.
I still have the sword.
How much do you want for it?
Well, for you... Ah, so what? Here, take it. After all, you did help me get my gold back.
Even worse. That's not
Don't
what
tell
I
this to
heard.
anyone.
I've got to be on my way.
Honestly, I witnessed it
And he
myself.
works all day too. Someone's
Hey!
got
I
to do
don't
the work.
believe that. Don't tell this to anyone.
And it's going to get
I want to be able to...
Okay, then,
If I hadn't
You
seen
don't
it
say.
with my own eyes.
Someone's got to do
These
the
are
work.
bad times. And he works all
That's
day
terrible.
too. He'd better shut up.
Hey, you! I need your help.
If it's absolutely necessary, what's wrong?
The farmer Akil is under attack by mercenaries.
What? Those riffraff are hanging around on Akil's farm? Then let's not waste any time. Follow me.
Nothing there. Nothing there. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Here, take the healing potion. Nothing to be had there.
don't have to ask me that.
Now watch how this works.
That's no secret.
You're in for it now.
So much for you.
Thank Innos. I thought my time had run
Not
out.
even any
My name
gold.
is Akio. I've farmed this humble
I
piece
think
of
I'll
land.
take your
Who
weapon.
are those people?
Those were mercenaries from NotR's farm. Those bastards don't know anything but plunder and murder. I'd been fearing the worst. Well, thank Innos it didn't come to that. Tell me, what can I do for you?
Nothing. Just as long as you got through this all right.
You're an exceptional fella. May Innos guard you on your way.
Have you heard anything about missing citizens?
Don't make me laugh. Heard of them? Some of my own people are missing. Tonak and Telbor used to work on my fields until 3 days ago. And I know exactly that they wouldn't up and leave the farm just like that. And yet they've simply vanished and no one can tell me where they went. If you happen to find out what's become of them, be sure to let me know, will you?
What did the mercenaries want from you?
You don't know that? NotR, the landowner, hired them. They guard his farm and collect the rent for him. And that means they go from farm to farm and take whatever they want. And whoever can't pay gets a taste of their steel.
Baltram sent me. I'm supposed to pick up a shipment for him here.
So, you're his new messenger. Okay, I've already made up the package.
You know your way around this area.
Sure. What do you want to know?
Where can I find NotR's farm?
Just go back down the stone steps and follow the road to the east. At some point, you come to a tavern. From there, you go farther east until you come to the big fields. That's where the mercenaries hang out.
What is that tavern to the east of here?
Ask Randolph. He knows more about it than I do. He's been there a few times.
What is there in the woods behind your farm?
There's just a whole bunch of monsters back there. And the wolves are the least dangerous. A few bandits are also said to have their caves there. Well, they've left my farm alone so far.
I've got to go.
So long. I really wish I could have done more for you.
All right, that's that. I'll be off then.
Everything all right?
Yes, I'm fine. That Alvarez has become bolder and bolder lately. Good thing that's over now. What I could use now is a good drop in the tavern.
You're not from around here, right?
I come from the Southern Isles. At some point they said they needed people in Corinnes because of that magic ore. But when I got there, they had this huge barrier in place, and I didn't want to go in there, so I started working in the harbor. Well, the ships stopped coming in, and so I went to work for Akil. I've had worse jobs, actually.
You hang out in the tavern?
That's right, but not recently. I cannot afford going there anymore.
What exactly is going on there in the tavern?
There's gambling there. Two fellows compete against each other. Whoever can hold the most beer wins. In the end, I did nothing but lose, and now I need to make some more money first.
Who did you go up against?
Against Rukar, that old good-for-nothing. So far, he's beaten me every time. But somehow I have the creeping suspicion that the filthy swine has laced my beer with gin every time. I suspect he keeps the gin hidden in that damn chest of his, that lousy scumbag. Somebody ought to sneak some plain water into his chest. Then he can lace my beer all he wants. If I only had enough money to compete against him one more time.
I've got it.
So long.
Hey. What's up?
It's been a long time since we've seen a stranger on our land who didn't want to skin us. I hope I'm not wrong about you. I'm Egil, and the strange bird over there is my brother Anim.
How's the field work going?
Great, if those miserable field raiders weren't constantly destroying our harvest.
Why don't you do anything about the field raiders?
You're joking. Since I've been on this farm, I've killed so many of the beasts that I've lost count. But alas, new ones keep coming.
Who are you?
My name is Anim. I'm one of the field hands. And the half-pint over there is my brother Egil. We've been working here on the farm for Akil for several years.
How's the field work going?
Do you want to help? There's another hoe back there. Grab it and then head for the field. You just have to make sure that the field raiders don't surprise you. They'll tear your arm right off with one bite.
Why don't you do anything about the field raiders?
I've killed more of them than I can count. The only problem is they keep coming back.
Your brother told me the same.
What? That loafer? He always disappears just as soon as the beasts come onto our land. He shouldn't be talking such nonsense.
Wait a minute.
Your brother tells a similar story.
Ah, what exactly does he say?
That he has also done away with plenty of field raiders.
What? That loser can't even find his way home by himself. Tell him he shouldn't brag like that.
Hey! Your brother thinks you're a braggart.
What? He's actually got the nerve to say that? He'd better watch out or I'll teach him a lesson. Go and tell him that.
Hey, you! Enem is a bit irritated about this thing.
He shouldn't puff himself up so much, else I'll tear his head off. Tell him that.
Hey, you! I think the two of you should just relax.
The bastard didn't give in, am I right? I'll tear out his guts. Tell him that.
Why don't you tell him yourself?
I'll do that.
I think I'd better take this weapon. Wait a minute. Haven't you done enough damage? I think you should go now.
Oh, my head.
Wait a minute.
Do you want to cause even more trouble? I think it would be better if you left now.
What's the matter?
What's the matter? Just look at that mess under the bridge over there. I haven't seen anything like it in my entire life. Those swine should be exterminated, I tell you.
What happened?
I was traveling with my helpers when those horrible brutes came jumping on my cart out of the blue and butchered everybody. I'm lucky that I still know how to dish out a decent right hook, or they would have killed me too.
Who were those people?
The bandits. Who else? They took over the bridge up there. They rob everybody who tries to pass the bridge. I knew they were lurking up there, so I passed under the bridge instead. But my cart and my goods must have been too tempting for them. Those scumbags simply jumped from the bridge directly onto my cart. I should have tried to steal past in the night.
That stuff there under the bridge is yours?
The cart, the goods, everything.
Look, I collected some of your stuff for you.
You can keep it. None of it is really of any value to me. The only thing that's irreplaceable are the 3 stone tablets they stole from me.
Stone tablets?
The water mage in town wants to buy them from me, and I promised he'd get them. I must have them back at any cost, or my reputation will be tarnished.
What would a water mage want with them?
He said he was going to study them, and asked me to bring him more.
Where did you get those stone tablets?
I found them near old buildings, such as mausoleums, or sometimes in caves. I've already sold a whole bunch of them to the water mages in town. They're pretty rare down here, though. I found most of them northeast of Corinus.
Why don't you simply go looking for new ones?
During that melee with the bandits, I sprained my ankle. I can still hobble along, but I don't want to walk very far on this foot.
I need information about a weapons delivery for the bandits.
Weapons delivery? Yes, I know about that. Some swine from the city sold them so many weapons that they could barely carry them all. Some of them are kept on the bridge where those bastards attacked me. The rest of them were probably hauled past Bengar's farm on the high pastures. Maybe the bandits wanted to take them across the pass.
Where are those high pastures?
Orland's Tavern is located just about the center of the island of Corinus. It's called the Dead Harpy. There's a way south from there. It leads to the high pastures and the entrance to the pass to the Valley of Mines.
Are you a citizen of the town?
Haven't been in ages, boy. There's no love lost between me and the corrupt swine in the upper quarter of Corinus. I used to have quite a bit of influence there, you know, but that was months ago.
You managed to drive back the bandits?
Yes, but I'm sure they're still up there on the bridge.
Can you teach me how to hit hard like that?
Of course I can.
Show me your wares.
I can't sell you anything. All my stuff lies over there, under the bridge, lad. I can only sell you something once I get home, but I won't leave here until I have my stone tablets back.
Look who's just turned up. The farmer boy. You're just in time.
Who are you anyway?
That's none of your business. If I wanted to tell you who I am, I'd have done it already. Got it?
What do you want from me? Are you still having problems with the city guards?
I'll give you problems, you punk. I'm looking for a fellow. He isn't anywhere to be found in the city, and these losers here don't have a clue either. He's thin, dark-haired, and he usually wears red armor. As far as I know, he used to be a prisoner in the colony. I think his name starts with a D.
Is his name maybe Dexter?
It could be that that's his name. I'm not sure. I probably only know when I see him.
Anything else?
Yeah, you big mouth. Is there something else? I need weapons, I need provisions, and gold wouldn't be bad either.
Gold? We all want gold.
Could be. And what would you do with it? Drink your way through it in a tavern, or blow it in the brothel if I'm any judge.
And you have a better plan, huh?
You would crawl under a rock if you knew all I've done. So none of that cheek, or I'll shut your big mouth for you.
Didn't you find a weapons dealer in the city?
You can't be serious. They only have junk.
Weapons? The mercenaries have weapons.
Ah, interesting. I heard that the fat farmer NotR had hired the boys. Not too bad for a landlubber. Not a bad idea, but I really should pay them a visit.
I couldn't care less.
Provisions? You're in a tavern.
The stupid barman won't hand anything over unless you pay him for it.
There's more, believe me.
Here's 10 gold coins.
You poor sucker. You can keep your dough. I have a better idea. There's a cave not far from here. I've been around here before and I buried my stuff in a few places. The cave is too dangerous for me alone. I want you to help me with it.
Things I could tell you.
Who are you?
I'm Orlan, the keeper of this here modest tavern. What are you looking for, stranger? Maybe a decent sword, or a good piece of armor? A good swig from the country stills, or just some information? I can give you all that and more if your coins ring.
I'm staying out of it.
Am I being paranoid, or are you staring at my ring?
Well, I'm not quite sure what to make of that.
Will it ever change?
It's an aquamarine. Ever seen one before?
Yes, I have. Well, welcome to headquarters, brother of the ring. What can I do for you?
Same old thing all over again.
Have you ever used a teleporter stone?
Are you out of your mind? As long as none of the water mages swear to me that there's no danger, I'm not going anywhere near those things. They ordered me to hide one of those teleporter stones, and well, apart from that, I'm staying well away from them.
But no, he insisted he knew better.
No one really wants to hear that.
There's a cave to the south, not far from my tavern. That's where the water mages found one of those things.
Can I have a look at this teleporter stone?
I don't care. Here's the key. Oh, I've blocked the entrance.
It's a bad business.
Do you know that fellow with the eye patch?
I've seen him here before. Nasty piece of work. Back then, he moved into one of my upstairs rooms, along with a huge crate. He had to be constantly nagged about paying the rent for his room. And even then, he took his own sweet time about it. Then, one day, he vanished, just like that, along with the crate. I don't want anything to do with the likes of him.
What kind of armor can you offer me?
I have here a very nice piece that is sure to please you.
But no, he insisted he knew better.
I'll think about it.
As you like, but don't wait too long.
That's all just gossip.
How much do you charge for a room?
For a brother of the ring? Nothing.
Here's the key to the upper rooms. You pick one for yourself.
No idea. You tell me.
How's it going with your tavern?
Times have been better, you know. People's purses aren't as open as they used to be.
Listen to the wrong people.
Show me your wares.
Certainly, brother of the ring.
That doesn't surprise me.
Been there, done that.
I've gone about it differently.
He thinks it's as easy as that.
Nothing amazes me anymore.
I couldn't get away with that.
There's nothing you can do about it.
That will never change.
Is the beer any good here?
It's not exactly the best, but in these bleak times, you can't be choosy.
All over again.
What are you doing here?
Up until a few weeks ago, I was slaving away on the landowner's fields. One day it just got too much for me, and I took myself. Now I'm my own boss. Everything I own is in this chest here. That's all I need, too. Interested in a little contest?
The things I could tell you.
What kind of a contest would that be?
I call it bottoms up. The rules are quite simple. We take turns ordering a tankard of the best beer the old geezer has to offer. Every tankard has to be drunk dry, so that it doesn't even leave a ring if you set it on the table upside down. The last man standing wins. The loser pays the tab and a steak. Well, how about it?
Maybe some other time, when I'm not in a hurry.
Don't tell me you didn't know that.
I've got no time for things
Could I
like
bet
that.
on someone else, though?
Certainly. If you finally manage to find someone with the guts to go up against me, then I'll bet with you.
No secret.
Everybody pays the same amount into a pot. The winner gets everything. The size of the stake depends on your purse. Bring me someone who dares to go up against me and you've got a bet.
I've got somebody who wants to compete against you.
Who might that be?
Randolph.
Randolph the Braggart. All right, why not? Send the wimp to me and the deal stands. You can pick him up again no more than 2 days later. Who knows? Maybe you'll get lucky and he'll be able to stand by then. How big is your bet?
100.
That's what I like to hear.
No idea. You tell me.
I'll take your bet and hold it until the contest is over, all right?
I used to say that myself.
Here's my stake.
All right. Don't take too long bringing Randolph here, you hear?
There's more, believe me.
That's been known a long time.
Can't rely on that.
Nobody will learn anything from me.
I couldn't get away with that.
Do you really believe that?
The things I could tell you.
That's really not my problem.
Same old thing all over again.
If he doesn't see that, I can't help it.
He really should have known better.
Do you really believe that?
He thinks it's as easy as that.
That doesn't surprise me.
Nobody wants to know.
You hardly know who to believe these days.
Same old thing all over again.
That's been known a long time.
Can't rely on that.
Nobody will learn anything from me.
I used to say that myself.
Don't tell me you...
He really should have known better.
That was obvious all along.
I know nothing about picking locks.
Get away with that?
Nothing amazes me anymore.
That's no secret.
That's not what I heard.
It was his decision, wasn't it?
Don't tell me you didn't know that.
No one really wants to hear that.
Don't tell me you didn't know that.
It was his decision, wasn't it?
He never would have thought of that himself.
It had to happen sooner or later.
That's not what I heard.
You just have to listen.
isn't me anymore.
Same old thing all over again.
I'm no better off myself.
That's no secret.
If he doesn't see that, I can't help him.
No idea, you tell me.